Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have the 66 plate high specification Bmw X1. We'll run through some of the high specification as we go around the vehicle. Maintained to a high standard with BMW specialist service history. Starting with the front of the car, get as close as I can so you can see there's no stone chips of any note. That is the case all the way along the front of the vehicle. Front of the car really couldn't be better. As I get very close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can see, a couple of absolute minute stone chips. Just put my fingernail next to them just so you can see how insignificant they are. Have to be very close to even notice them at all. As I said, front of the car really couldn't be better. As I go around the car, I'll get a close up to all of the bumper corners to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. As I take a step back and look down the entire driver's side of the vehicle, can't see any parking dents. All four of the alloy wheels, really nice, as I'll show you as we go around the car as well. Starting with the driver's front alloy wheel, I'm struggling to see a single mark at all. While I'm low down, just point out there's no marks or damage to the driver's sill. Easy to go over a high curve, mark or damage the sill. Not the case with this BMW X1. Can't see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. That does include the plastic wheel arch, free from any scuffs or marks. Both of the mirror covers free from any scuffs or marks, as I'll show you as we go around the car as well. Moving on to the driver's door, struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Get a close-up underneath the driver's door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be very common, particularly on the driver's door. And it's just a little bit of a hand mark. Just wipe that away so you can absolutely see no marks to the actual paintwork. Get a close-up to the driver's door edge. Can't spot any chips, can be quite common on the driver's door, but again, not the case. A very minor parking dent has just caught my eye. Just put my fingernail next to that, just so you can see how insignificant it is. Fortunately, hasn't chipped or marked the paintwork, so I can confirm our paintless dent removal specialist will have that completely removed before collection or delivery. So close up to the door edge, can't see any chips at all, and that very minor parking dent will be completely removed. Onto the rear door, same as the driver's. I'm struggling to see anything to mention at all. Again, get a close up underneath the door handle, no marks or scratches to point out. Door edge really nice again. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same. There isn't anything to mention. Bumper corner again, free from any scuffs, as is the plastic wheel arch, and that alloy wheel identical to the driver's front. Can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. Take you into the vehicle from the driver's side. Inside the vehicle really couldn't be any better. So just running through the high specification. Obviously the car's got the full leather interior. Front seats are heated. Just get a close up to the wing and edge of the driver's seat just to show you how nice the leather is. Absolute minimal wear. Car's had the genuine overmats fitted, so there's absolutely no sign of any wear to the carpets or footwells. Get a close up to the driver's footwell to highlight that. Also want to get a close up to the center console. Sometimes people jump in, put keys, coffee cups on the center console, end up marking or scratching the console. As you can see, not the case with this BMW. We'll add as well, there's no unwanted odours with the vehicle, no smells of smoke or pets. All the leather on the steering wheel, really nice. As I said, couldn't be better inside. Just get a close up to the driver's step also. Sometimes people drag the feet going into a vehicle, mark the paintwork on the step. As you can see, not the case with this BMW again. No problem with the driver's door card either. Sometimes people rest their arm on this section, gets a little bit worn and shiny. Again, not the case. Or a few scratches to the trim around the handle. Again, not the case. Into the rear of the vehicle, seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. Just get a close up to the edge of the seat to highlight that. Also get a close up to the rear of the front seats to show you they are free from any kick marks or scuffs. Get a close up to all of the carpets, those genuine mats, protected all of them from new. Can't spot any chips to the step either. Easy to catch the seatbelt in the rear step. Chip the paintwork slightly, but again, not the case. Coming round to the rear of the vehicle, car's got the rear parking sensors as part of the high specification. I've already mentioned there's no scuffs to the bumper corners, but just get a close up to the centre of the bumper to show you there's no marks either. Easy to park a little bit too close to someone or something, mark the centre of the bumper. As you can see, not the case. That is just a little bit of dried rainwater just on the plastic there. Just wipe that away so you can absolutely see it's not a mark or stain to the plastic. Get low down so you can see the car's free from any scuffs underneath. Easy to go over a high curb, but again, not the case. Onto the tailgate of the car. Struggling to see anything to mention. It's got the power opening and closing tailgates as part of the high specification. Inside the luggage compartment, same as the rest of the interior, couldn't be better. Parcel shelf, of course, is present. Let's get a close up to the interior trims just to show you how nice they are. Sometimes with these practical size vehicles, people buy them for the large luggage compartment, subsequently end up putting in big items a little bit carelessly, marking the trims, top of the bumper. As you can see, not the case with this cherished BMW chrome trims, couldn't be better. Really can't see any scratches to the top of the bumper. A couple of the absolute most minor chips to the top of the bumper. Just get a close up just so you can see how insignificant they are. Have to be very, very close to even notice. Bumper corner again, free from any scuffs or marks. Does include the plastic trims lower down. Looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, same as the driver, struggling to see any parking dents. That alloy wheel, exactly the same as the other two I've already shown. You can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. Again, while I'm low down, just point out there's no marks or damage to the passenger sill. Plastic wheel arch, again, free from any scuffs. Onto this rear panel, certainly no scratches or parking dents to mention. All the door edge nice again. Underneath the handle, exactly the same. Can just spot an absolute minute chip to the door edge. Have to be incredibly close to even notice. Underneath the handle, no problem at all. Rest of the door, exactly the same. Do want to take it into the vehicle from both sides, just so I can show you all the steps, edge of the seats. Repeated myself, seats in the rear look like they've hardly been sat in. No kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the passenger seat. No problem with any of the door cards. If there's going to be any chips to the door edges, usually on the front doors, but just get a close up to the passenger door edge. Same as the driver's, struggling to see any. Same with underneath the handle. If there's going to be any marks, usually on the front doors for obvious reasons, but not the case. I've already said both mirror covers free from any scuffs. Onto the passenger front wing, I'm struggling to see anything to mention at all. Final alloy wheel, as I've gone around all four of the alloy wheels, I can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. It really is a cherished example. Going around the entire vehicle inside and out, other than some very, very minor stone chips, which you have to be very close to even notice at all. Don't detract from the look of the vehicle in any way at all. Other than them, I really can't see anything to mention. Into the vehicle from the passenger side, passenger step, once again free from any scuffs. Passenger seat, same as the others I've already shown you, absolute minimal wear, really couldn't be better. Carpet, exactly the same. As I said, really is a cherished example. It is worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is a 128-point inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer, just to make sure the vehicle is mechanically correct and correct on the road. You can view the 128-point AA inspection report on our site at peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our website, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this automatic X1, you can go straight to our site, model a finance quote, and apply for finance directly through our site. Of course, if you need any assistance with any applications or quotes, please just get in touch. We also have free finance eligibility checks on our website, so if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance and at what rate, you can do a free eligibility checker, which doesn't affect your credit rating at all. It's just a soft search only and tells you straight away your chances of approval and at what rate. But we guarantee the lowest rates coming direct to ourselves. So if you are thinking of financing the car for an outside finance company or finance broker, please get in touch with ourselves first. the guaranteed lowest rate of finance, and that is the case for all credit profiles. So we have very, very low rate prime finance for good and excellent credit ratings, but if you have had a few issues in the past, we do deal with a number of specialist lenders and broker partners who guarantee the lowest rate for your profile. Just get a close up to the top of the bumper there again, just so you can see how insignificant those chips are. Hardly worth mentioning, as you can see. So as I was saying, any financing needs at all, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Likewise, if you require any specific information about the vehicle, require a parts exchange valuation, anything at all, we're always happy to help. I've just been around the vehicle one final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I say again, really is a cherished example. And just to remind you, we will have that very, very minor parking dent completely removed before collection. Hopefully you found the video helpful, and thanks for taking the time to watch.